Hello, welcome. Thank you all so much for joining me here. My name is Charity, and this message is for Sagittarius. So this is going to be a you and them love reading. I'll have your cards on one side and your person's cards on the other. This could be somebody specifically on your mind, connected to, or coming towards you, depending upon your situation. For the main cards of the reading, I'll be using the Mystical Manga Tarot, and if clarifiers are needed, the Anime Tarot. I'm recording this message for the energies of October, but I do ask these readings to be timeless and give you something you need to hear when you need to hear it. So let's get into this. Spirit, what is the heart of the matter? What is Sagittarius thinking overall about a connection or a potential connection right now? What are some things going on in the daily life could be affecting this? What is happening in the heart space? How are you feeling? What intentions do you have towards a connection? And what is a potential outcome in the near future for whenever you are meant to hear this message? Now we're going to get the cards for the person on Sagittarius's mind, the person thinking about Sagittarius, connected to, coming towards Sagittarius. What are they thinking overall? What are they thinking about this connection or potential connection? What are some things going on in the daily life could be affecting this? What is happening in the heart space? How are they feeling? How are they feeling? What intentions do they have towards a connection? And what is a potential outcome in the near future for whenever you are meant to hear this message? Okay, we do have the Wheel of Fortune here showing up on the bottom of the deck. For me, that is strong Sagittarius energy, as the Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter, much like Sagittarius. It has to do with movement and expansion. So I definitely get that energy there. Some get the fixed energies, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. But with the Wheel of Fortune showing up on the bottom of the deck, for what this person could be thinking about you, there definitely is this feeling, like this desire to move forward, to see what can happen, to see where things can go. This person could be feeling like meeting you is an amazing opportunity and something that they don't want to, it's like, I just heard they don't want to lose hold of. Like they don't want to lose hold of this opportunity. But I do see a 8 of Swords kind of peeking out here, as well as an Ace of Cups. So it definitely feels like there's a little bit of complexity to this. Gemini energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, because you've got the 8 of Swords as well. Now, 8 of Swords is mental energy. Swords are mental energy. This is when you're going around in circles in your mind, feel like you're stuck, like you can't take a step, but the only place you're really stuck is in your mind. It feels like this person thinks that for some reason they can't move forward, or they don't know exactly how, and yet the feelings with this Ace of Cups keeps getting stronger and stronger, and it's almost as if there's this desire for the universe to just come in and move things forward, even if this person is feeling a little bit stuck or unsure. Obviously, we'll get further in this and see what is going on, but for the heart of the matter, you've got the 2 of Cups. This is beautiful when it comes to love and a connection or a potential connection. Cancer energy can be significant, strong in your chart or your person's, but the 2 of Cups being what somebody could be thinking about a connection is the energy of someone who feels for you what you feel for them, wanting to take things to the next level, wanting to explore things on a more intimate level. If the 2 of your friends, you could want to start dating and seeing each other. If you're dating, you might want to be exclusive. If it's somebody that you've been missing or thinking of, you could want to get together and talk and just see how the 2 of you are feeling about one another, what could happen, where things are going. But you could be falling for somebody, you could be in love with somebody, but the 2 of Cups is all about balanced, reciprocated feelings, and it definitely feels like this person is thinking about you as well. We have the World card for what they're thinking overall. The fixed energies, again, as some get with that Wheel of Fortune, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus could be significant to you. But with the World showing up in their mental space, there is major arcana here. And it definitely feels like this is all maybe hitting them a lot harder than they realized or expected. I mean, if you have been talking to somebody or interested in somebody, sometimes with the world, it can be like long distance communicating online. Doesn't have to be. It can be two people that come from different worlds, different backgrounds, different cultures, friend groups, things like that. Could be differences in age. Doesn't have to be, but definitely could be. But for me, with the World card, it has this beautiful red ribbon, which I point out every time because I love it. It is that red thread of fate or destiny that connects and draws people together that are meant to meet, that are meant to come together. And the World card for me in a love reading is that regardless of all the different things, the challenges that could seem to separate us on the outside, there's a part of us that is connected, that is always connected. And this person is feeling that. They're thinking about you. They're thinking about what could happen and where things could go. Sometimes with the world energy, they could be wanting, hoping for things to come together in a positive and successful way. Sometimes it can be wanting to impress you. Sometimes it can be somebody who really admires you. But with the Two of Cups and the World card, it definitely feels like the two of you are connected, that you've met for a reason, and there is more to this, maybe more than meets the eye. For those of you that don't have somebody specifically on your mind, definitely could be meeting somebody from a different background, different culture, somebody that that maybe you feel a connection to, but you haven't met yet. But you could just have those feelings from the get-go here with the Two of Cups. But for many of you, there is somebody who is on your mind. But we definitely have something a little challenging going on in the daily life. I do have to cover this Devil energy for YouTube community standards. So I'll go ahead and get the Eight of Swords, which we saw kind of peeking out of the deck for your person, also in the daily life for you. Devil on the side of your person, Gemini, Capricorn energy could be significant. But it does feel like there's something about with these two cards, feeling like stuck or overthinking, maybe even feeling like guilty if there is a challenge, or maybe there's something, taboo about it. Say, sometimes when you're dealing with like a boss and an employee and you're not supposed to fraternize, things like that, there can be this energy of feeling like something is wrong, and yet there's this undeniable pull towards each other. With the Devil energy showing up in the daily life of your person, they could be dealing with a lot of things, like a lot of heavy things that they're feeling kind of stuck or weighed down a little bit. Could definitely be obsessing. Like if for some reason they can't see you or can't come towards you, they could be obsessing with that Devil energy. And we'll pull clarifier to see why we have these energies going on. But with the Eight of Swords, it's almost as if both of you are feeling like, I don't know if this can come together. I don't know if this can work out. Should I act on these feelings? Should I say something? Should I do something? But let's go ahead and see. Why do we have the Eight of Swords on your side? Why do we have the Eight of Swords? And honestly, there just could be a lot of things that could be going on in your daily life that are taking a lot of your time and attention and just making it hard to make those moments. I'll go ahead and grab why we have the Devil energy on the side of your person in their daily life. I mean, they could also be stuck in kind of an unhappy thing. And look at this. Right when I said they could be stuck in an unhappy thing, I get the Sun energy out for what they're thinking about, what they're hoping for with you. If they are dealing with something that has been unhappy or stressful in their day-to-day, there's something about you that feels like it could be that bright light. It could be the warmth. It could be the welcome that they're wanting and hoping for. Leo energy with this Sun, but something is shifting. Something is shifting and changing in a more positive direction. Interesting, we're back to the Devil energy on the bottom of the deck here for this person. Obviously, whenever you get the Devil, if you're dealing with red flags, something that seems toxic, somebody who's trying to talk you into things that just don't feel right or comfortable, anybody who's trying to make you feel guilty, you guys are smart. Don't mess with that. Don't play in that. You don't need that, obviously. But I read the cards with what they're surrounding, and it feels more like with that showing up in the daily life that there are some things that could be holding this person back, and they could be feeling very frustrated and even doubtful about how to act on things. But it feels like all they really want is to be happy with you. You have Eight of Swords clarified by the Moon and the Page of Pentacles, Pisces energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It definitely feels like there's a lot that could be going on under the surface With the moon energy, it is a reminder that things are not necessarily as they appear. You could be looking at things on the outside, sometimes we look at social media, we look at what somebody's life looks like or how things seem to be, and we get all these ideas, but we don't really know what is going on under the surface. But there's something that your intuition is telling you. And when the moon shows up, those are the moments when you need to trust your intuition. There also could be things that you've been thinking and feeling that you feel like for whatever reason you have to hold back or you can't say. And so we have this Page of Pentacles. There is this desire clearly to see this person, to talk to this person, maybe hoping that, you can send a message, they can. It feels a little tentative. Maybe you just can't jump right at this, taking it to the next level. Two of Cups, talking about all these things like you might really want to, but you would like to see them, to hear their voice, to say something, to put in some energy, and to just see what can happen. And it feels like as you move forward, things could be revealed, and maybe even some things that could take you by surprise. In your heart space, we have the Tower energy. Aries, Scorpio for me as a reader, as I've learned to read the Tower as Mars energy, though some get Uranus. So Aquarius energy could be significant, but with the Tower here, something when it comes to your emotional state, when it comes to your feelings, could have turned your world upside down, shaken things up a little bit. But I'm really drawn to these people coming together here in this particular Tower. Somebody who is there, somebody who is present, somebody who is a support. Maybe you did deal with some challenges and some shakeups, but it's almost like in your heart, there's somebody that's there for you. There's somebody that's that friend, that understanding person. And maybe the two of you have even grown closer during some difficult times, and it's making you feel like you want to take this even further. You want to take this to the next level. You're feeling this attraction, this warmth, because this draw, this undeniable draw, that even during difficulties, even during challenges, this feels like somebody that you can say anything to. That's the vibe I'm getting here. Sometimes the Tower in the heart space, though, can be falling so intensely for somebody that it just changes everything. The reminder about the Tower, though, it is a clearing energy. It is a karmic release. Towers can shake things up, but they do come in and clear out things that were never fully right for us, so that we can be the person we truly desire to be. We can be in the connections that we want to be in. Sometimes a Tower will come in and clear out old things, old patterns, old connections, old jobs, and things like that just don't have a place in our life. But in your heart, it's leading to something. It's leading to something good. Spirit, why do we have this Tower in the heart space for Sagittarius here? Why do we have this Tower? King of Pentacles energy. Oh my goodness. Strong Virgo energy, Taurus and Capricorn here. Interesting that you kind of have this Page of Pentacles in your daily life. Let's talk, let's see each other, and see. And in your heart space, there is this energy this could be it. This could be the person that I see a future with. And with our King of Pentacles, regardless of sign, regardless of gender, it is an energy of somebody who is caring, somebody who is stable, somebody that can really be there, somebody that can go the distance. It feels like if you have been dealing with some shakeups and some changes in your world, this person can definitely be that person who is that rock, that person who is that genuine person who is there. That is the one thing you can feel sure of, even when other things seem unsettled. It could be even that during some changes in your life, it's caused you to feel even more certain about somebody. Sometimes it can be an earthy energy, somebody who's a little more mature. It doesn't have to be, but can be. Your person in their heart space has the Two of Pentacles, so more of this earthy energy. Although, of course, in the Two of Pentacles, you have a lot of water rising in the background. Capricorn energy can be significant, but I just heard this is somebody who's just trying to keep afloat, not to let their emotions, their feelings overwhelm them and distract them, because we did see that Devil energy in their daily life, which can be heavy obligations, things that they feel like, maybe sometimes that can be like contracts and things that, you've got to follow through on, even if you're kind of over and tired of it. And it's like they're trying to keep their balance and not be overwhelmed by emotional things. And yet there's no denying that the feelings are getting stronger. And now, obviously, you guys remember when I talk about different things going on, these are collective messages. You got to take what speaks to you and leave what doesn't. So only take what speaks to your situation. But with the Two of Pentacles in the heart space, this is somebody who could be trying to be practical and sensible and just stay on top of things and manage things. But the feelings are getting stronger. If it is somebody that's crushing on you at work, it could be harder and harder for them to like hide that interest, or like in a class or somebody you see around, because it feels like when they get around you, everything just gets all stirred up. Like they can't hide it. Spirit, why do we have the Two of Pentacles in their heart space when it comes to Sagittarius? We have the Queen of Wands. Well, that's pretty clear. And there is the Fool energy. Aries, Aquarius energy for me as a reader. Almost like this desire to stop trying to be so practical or to worry so much and to just go with these feelings, to let the waves of emotion just come up and guide them. There's a part of them that just wants to take a leap and not worry so much about what other people think, what could happen. Because look at this. We have the Two of Pentacles clarified by the Queen of Wands. Strong Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. This can be your energy, a beautiful match for your energy. But as I say, with all of these, regardless of sign, regardless of gender, these are energies of how we're feeling. This is somebody who's drawn to you. They see you as attractive, interesting, spontaneous, fun to be with, fun to talk to, very magnetic. And they just want to do something spontaneous. Stop overthinking it all and just take some sort of bold step and see what can happen, because they are attracted to you, Sagittarius. They are interested in your intentions. You've got the Page of Wands, another page. It feels like there's all these deeper feelings. There's this intensity. Something has, shaken things up. You could be seeing this person as something, real, someone you could get serious about. But when it comes to moving forward and acting on it, it's like, hey, let's see each other. Let's talk. I'm interested. Let's just see what can happen. Like it all doesn't have to happen right this second, but you do want to be around this person. You want to talk to this person. I think I said all the fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sometimes I forget if I say the signs or not, but with the Page of Wands, there is a desire to talk. You're drawn to them, you're interested in them, and honestly, they're interested in you. In their intentions, we have a Death energy. So obviously, I have to pull a card to see what this is all about, because this is very intense here. Scorpio energy can be significant. Clearly, this person is drawn to you and interested in you and attracted to you. But it feels like there is some sort of let go, release once and for all that needs to happen here. So let's see what that is all about. Now, some cases when the Death energy shows up, it can be somebody who feels like there's no way I even have a chance. I don't know that Sagittarius is interested, or I have to tap this down because maybe, it's taboo because of work or something like that. But let's go ahead and see. In some cases, the Death energy can be somebody needing to just finally once and for all let go of anything that stands in the way. Spirit, why do we have the Death energy? Temperance. Okay, King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Right when I was saying sometimes that can mean letting go of anything that stands in the way, all of a sudden your major arcana and your court card comes out. Strong Sagittarius, Aries and Leo as well. Your energy, regardless of sign, regardless of gender, a beautiful match for your energy with the King of Wands, somebody that could be so right for you. But it feels like some sort of once and for all, let go, release, move on, total transformation, so that this person can take some sort of bold step, make some sort of move towards, look at this, there's Sagittarius, Temperance energy, Sagittarius energy. And for me in the love reading, it is that Two of Cups. the connection, the love that you deserve and desire in the hands of divine, in the hands of your guides, in the hands of your angels, somebody who could be thinking about you, seeing signs of you. If there has been a no contact or a separation or some sort of silence or an ending with the death energy, it feels like you still have this person's attention. They're seeing things everywhere that make them think of you. And instead of a let go, it feels like this person is trying to be patient and wait for the right time and the right moment and work things out and resolve the things that need to be released so that when the moment is right, they can explore this, because it's very clear this person is gathering everything they have to take a step, which I'll show you in the potential outcome. But first of all, your potential outcome is the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Judgment energy. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, strong Libra energy can be significant here. But with the Ace of Swords, there is intention setting. There is clarity, there is communication, there is knowing beyond a shadow of a doubt what it is that you desire. It's interesting that this Two of Cups is right over this Ace of Swords. You could be setting some intentions, being very clear with the universe about what it is that you want or the kind of connection you want to attract in. With the Queen of Swords, definitely could be dealing with an air sign, doesn't have to be, but with the Queen of Swords, there is a communication. There is somebody stepping forward to say what needs to be said, do what needs to be done. And with this Judgment energy, it is something that your universe, your guides have been working on, have been drawing together. This can be a strong connection if there has been some sort of separation or an ending, especially with the Death energy and the Tower. With the Judgment card, there can be a resurrection, can be somebody wanting to talk and reawaken things. Obviously, only take it if that speaks to your situation, but this is divine intervention. This is a turning point. This is an open, to the point, clear conversation about how the two of you are going to move forward, because this is somebody that wants to take things to the next level with you. This is somebody, I feel like, who is also gathering everything they have to do whatever it takes to speak some things they've been holding back, to explore this and make this happen. The potential outcome for your person is a Strength card, the High Priestess, and the Nine of Wands. More Sagittarius energy with that Nine of Wands. Leo with our Strength card. For the High Priestess, we have Virgo, Cancer, Pisces energy. But it feels like there is something. This person could be gathering all of their strength, all of their confidence, something that they're deeply aware of, something that they're intuitively feeling, that maybe they have held back, maybe they've tried to hide for as long as they can and they just can't, that they're wanting to say, they're wanting to express, they're wanting to move forward and find all the reserves of strength, confidence, dedication, devotion, and rise from whatever seemed like it was overwhelming, whatever seemed like that when they felt maybe like they had to give up, or maybe they had to, maybe they didn't have a chance, or they didn't have an opportunity, whatever it was that made them feel like set back and unsure. They're rising above all of that, finding their confidence, finding their strength, to see something through, to say something, to do something, to finish what they've started in some cases, but to move forward, because this is somebody who is drawn, interested, attracted, and ready to rise above the past, put things in the past that no longer serve, to see what can happen and to see where things can go with their Sagittarius. So that is a message that I have for you. I do hope something in here spoke to everyone who is guided to the reading. If you enjoyed the message, please put a like. If you haven't subscribed, I would love if you would. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.